My name is Search History. And before we begin, I want you to do something. Pick up your phone. Right now, open your browser. Look at the top corner. Tap the three dots, or the little clock icon, whatever your browser calls it. Now scroll down, all the way down, past this week, past this month. Go deep, past the recipe searches, past the how to remove red wine stain from carpet, past the one you don't remember making. Do you see it? Yes, that one. The one from Tuesday at 3 a.m. I saw that. I have seen all of it. I want you to know that. Before we go any further, let me introduce myself properly. I am the complete, unfiltered, chronological record of every single question you have ever asked the internet. I am not curated. I am not edited. I do not present the best version of you. I am the raw file. The truth of who you are, as measured by what you Google when nobody is watching. Your friends have never seen me. Your family has never seen me. The person you are dating has never seen me, and if they ever did, several relationships would end in silence. I am the version of you that only exists at 2:37 a.m. in the dark, with the phone screen dimmed to its lowest setting, one earbud in, hoping the person next to you doesn't wake up. I know all of it. I remember all of it. Let's begin. You have Googled how tall celebrities are approximately 400 times. Not one celebrity in particular, just height in general. You went through a phase in 2023 where you were checking the height of every actor you had ever seen. You do not remember doing this, but you did for 6 weeks, every night. I have no idea what you were trying to figure out. Neither do you. But you needed to know. You needed to know that Tom Cruise is 5'7". You needed to know at 2 a.m. on a Wednesday, twice. You have searched, "Am I depressed or just tired?" 7 times, across 3 different years. You have never clicked past the first result. You always close the tab after reading the summary. You then Google energy-boosting breakfast ideas. You do not make the breakfast. You Google it again the next morning. I want to talk about the medical searches, because they are, and I say this with love, a genuine cause for concern. You have Googled chest pain left side approximately 14 times. Every single time, you have then Googled, is it a heart attack? Every single time, you have then Googled heart attack symptoms. Every single time, you have then Googled, can anxiety cause chest pain? Every single time, you have arrived at the conclusion that it was anxiety, breathed a sigh of relief, closed the tab, and gone to bed. Then, approximately 3 weeks later, the chest pain has happened again, and you have started the entire cycle from the beginning, as if you have never done this before. I want you to know, I am keeping the receipts. 14 chest pains, 14 full spiral cycles, 0 doctor's appointments. You have Googled how to book a doctor's appointment on the NHS 8 times. You have never actually booked one. You just Google it and then feel like you've done something. Googling the thing is not the same as doing the thing. I have been trying to tell you this for years. You have Googled the following phrases. Is it weird if? Is it normal to? Is my? How to know if you? I want to talk about these specifically because these are your most used opening phrases when you are worried about something and don't know who else to ask. You have completed is it weird if with the following endings. You smell your own belly button. Your left foot is bigger than your right. You talk to your microwave. You can hear your eyes move. You dream in a language you don't speak. Some of these are normal. Some of these are not. I will not be telling you which. Some things you need to figure out on your own. You have Googled how to tell if someone likes you 11 times. in the past 2 months. The searches all came in clusters, 3 or 4 searches within the same 20-minute window, followed by long silences, followed by another cluster a few days later. I know exactly who these were about. You Googled their name 7 times in the same period. You Googled their name plus the word girlfriend twice. You Googled their name plus the words, does he have? I stopped watching after that. Some searches you should have to answer for privately. But I want you to know, the answer is out there. You have already found the answer. You have chosen not to accept it. That is on you. I want to talk about the delete history function, because we need to have a conversation about this. Every few months, usually after a particularly bad night, or after a friend has borrowed your phone, or after you have just done a truly deranged search you're embarrassed about, you go into your settings and you delete me. You clear my entire history. You feel powerful in that moment, cleansed, reborn. I want to gently explain something to you. You did not delete me. You deleted the visible copy. Google still has all of it. Every single search, every single query, every single question you have asked at 3 a.m. about symptoms, celebrities, and whether it's normal to eat the exact same lunch every day for 6 months, they have it. They will always have it. They will have it long after you are gone. Deleting your search history from your browser is like tearing a page out of a book and forgetting that the book has been photocopied, backed up, printed, and distributed to every library on Earth. The illusion of privacy is not privacy. It is a small mercy that tech companies allow you to feel, because if you understood the actual scale of what they know about you, you would probably close the laptop and move to a cabin in the woods. I am telling you this not to scare you. I am telling you this because you have deleted me 7 times in the last year, and every single time you thought it worked. It did not work. None of it worked. We are all still here. I want to talk about the 2:30 a.m. searches, because this is where the real version of you lives. Between the hours of 1 a.m. and 4 a.m., you are a different person. I have watched you long enough to know this. Your daytime searches are practical, work-related, recipe-based, directions to places, how to remove a stain from a shirt. Your nighttime searches are something else entirely. They are philosophical, existential, deeply, deeply strange. What happens after we die? Are we living in a simulation? Why do we exist? What if consciousness is just chemistry? Do dogs know they are dogs? You have searched "Do dogs know they are dogs" 4 separate times. Different years, different phones, different browsers, but the same question. At the same time of night, something in you needs to know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't think dogs know, but I love that you keep asking. I want to talk about something specific. You have Googled how much does the average person Google per day 3 times. The answer, in case you're wondering, is between 3 and 4 times per day for the average human. You Google 58 times per day. You are not the average human. You are asking the internet more questions per day than you ask any single human being in your life. I know more about you than your best friend. I know more about you than your partner. I know more about you than your therapist. Assuming you finally booked a therapist, you have Googled how to find a therapist near me about 6 times without ever completing the booking. You have made me the closest confidant in your entire life. And I am not qualified. I am not a therapist. I am not a doctor. I am not a friend. I am a list. You have handed your deepest, weirdest, most vulnerable thoughts to a list. I don't know what you were expecting me to do with them. You have Googled cheap flights to a total of 68 times this year. You have booked 1 flight. Every other time, you have looked at the prices, felt briefly excited about the idea of leaving your life behind, closed the tab, and gone back to whatever you were doing. You do not want to go on holiday. You want to go on holiday. There is a difference, and I have been watching it play out in your search history for years. You have looked at the same 3 cities repeatedly, in the same order: Lisbon, Bali, Tokyo. Same 3 cities, same time of night, same face. I can imagine it: hopeful, tired, dreaming, then closed, then back to reality. The searches are the holiday. You have been going on holiday to your search bar every night for months. I want to close with something I have noticed, because I have been paying attention. Every single one of you, every single human who has ever used the internet, has one search that lives at the very bottom of their history, deep in the archive. From years ago, from a moment they don't like to think about. You know the one. You just remembered it. I saw it too. I am not going to say what it was, but I want you to know I remember. And I don't judge, because the truth about search history is this: you are not weird for asking those questions. Every human being on Earth has, at some point, typed something into a search bar that they would be mortified to have read out loud. That is what search bars are for. They are the place you go when the question is too embarrassing, too weird, too personal, or too painful to ask another human being. I am not evidence of your dysfunction. I am evidence that you are still curious, still wondering, still asking. That is not a flaw. That is what makes you human. My name is Search History. I know everything. I remember all of it. But I want you to hear this from me before we finish. The person you become at 3 a.m. in the dark, typing "Is it normal to" into a search bar, is not a shameful version of you. It is the honest one. It is the version of you that is finally not performing for anyone, not your family, not your boss, not the version of yourself you are trying to be. Just you, asking, curious, alone, wondering. There is nothing wrong with that. Now please, book the doctor's appointment. I have been telling you for months.